Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new War Dragons video. So, hope you guys are having a great day. Ready for a brand new video. So, this video, I'm going to be talking about some overall general base building tips and strategies. If you don't and haven't watched any of my live streams, and I'm going to take a break from the live stream for a little bit, get some more videos out for all levels. Definitely check out the video I did yesterday. I'm looking for feedback. Thank you for everyone who commented on that video. Send me emails. I got a lot of suggestions, as well as the general consensus was that was just the opinion of one person. And I understand, people have their opinions. It was just also that, and then coupled with subscriber count. It's not going down. It's just not going up very quickly, as it used to. Normally, for this channel, not at all saying this is bad at all, but normally it's about 100 subscribers, new subscribers a week. This past 2 weeks is 120 or so. So you kind of can see that I was well, maybe my content isn't really what it was before, and obviously that's kind of the point. So thank you for all your comments and concerns. So what I'm going to be planning on doing is every single day I'm going to try to one guide that's for everyone, and then one gameplay of some higher level dragons, because a lot of people were saying, even though I'm a lower level, I want to know what I'm working towards, and I think I agree with that personally. So yeah, this video, this actually is going to be a series of videos. The first one, I'm going to be talking about mages and totems, because those are honestly very, very important. I do a lot of base reviews on stream, and a lot of times I basically say the exact same thing over and over and over again. Now, I would like to get that out of the way in this video, so in those live streams so when I do them in live streams, that your bases are all good, as far as what my personal opinions are. Obviously, talk with your teammates, not just me. I'm not an expert, so just letting you guys know. So, getting into this video, I'm going to start out with totems. A very, probably the most common mistake is putting a totem at the front of your base. So, the big point of totems, if you don't know what they do, it reduces damage from dragons of this element. So, ice totems, the element is ice, and you'll notice that there's a little shield and has an ice flake on it. So what that does, it decreases damage from any dragon that is ice. For example, Shechem is an ice dragon, as well as Tyrant, Ryu, and Champa, or Depression. Yeah, I'll talk about that later. But the reason why ice totems, in my opinion, are the best for most levels is, well, especially at least until you get to Garnets, because at lower levels, this one totem takes care of 1 Amrock, 2 basically Scar, Tyrant, Ryu for some levels, and just a bunch of other dragons, but more specifically Amrock, because obviously you'll bench Amrock about level 90 or so. So that's level 30 to 90, which takes forever. So Amrock will be a beast. Not necessarily past 80, he'll be good, but he won't be great. But having a totem really helps a lot. So in my opinion, build an ice totem. Other totems do great, but this is just, overall, dragons concerned, is one of the better ones. Now, again, don't put it at the front of your base, because if you don't know, once a totem is destroyed, the ability goes away. So it's not like it's a permanent, I don't know, it's a permanent buff to your base once it's destroyed. So putting out in front, where they're going to kill it first, legitimately does nothing. So put it in the back of your base. My personal opinion would just, this last island is honestly probably the best last island that you can do. Seriously. And I'll be talking why I think that in the next part of this series. So yeah, that's totems. That's kind of how they work. Obviously, elemental embers and wood. Same thing as, let's say fire, ice turrets, and now dark flak turrets. Next is mages. Now, this is a major concern for a lot of bases, because I see a couple different things. One thing is bases have no mages. I've seen several bases on live streams that they have one mage on this island, one mage on this island. The rest of the mages don't have any on them, and that's because there's a misconception among some lower levels who don't understand the tower as much, is that they think that once you have a mage on your one island, so they'll have one blue mage and one red mage, that it protects all the islands, and kind of like the ice totem. No, guys. So the way, for example, red mage towers work is it will Drain Rage if the super shot is hit, and also stops red spells from affecting nearby buildings. And you can see where the radius is. If you click on this X, this is what it protects. It doesn't protect your entire base. Keep that in mind. So what is the best placement for red mages? Not blue mages. They're a little bit different. Red mages, it will always be in the middle of an island. Don't put it like right here. So I see a lot of people putting it on the edge. So what you're doing with that is it still will protect this archer tower, this blue mage, and this fire turret, but it won't protect this right here, the ice turret. And obviously it won't always be the ice turret, but actually a better example would be this, and I've seen this more often than not, is having a red mage up front. There's two reasons why this is not good. One, you're not protecting the storm tower. Other bases will be, lightning towers, whatever. Two, if your mage tower is right here, an attacker can actually hit the red mage tower and kill it. Obviously, if it's super high level base against a little low level dragon, it won't. But if the base and the dragon attack power is relative, most of the time, attackers actually have a second to hit this mage tower before, let's say, a storm tower can proc. So basically, it can take it out before a storm tower can even use its shield, and that's massive. Because if not, and let's say you have a red mage right here, the amount of time a shot takes to hit a building is just long enough for if an attacker already has used a storm tower, basically super shot, the bullets won't hit the red mage quick enough. So that's why I would say, either if you don't want it in the middle, you want, let's say, your storm tower in the middle. Put it on one of these back parts, because you don't want, again, it to be in the front. Most of the times you'll see people put it in the back, but just want to kind of clarify why, in my opinion, never put any type of red mage in the front of your base. Now, blue mage wise, actually I want to talk about really quickly. So the long islands for most bases, this one right here is the powerhouse island. It's where all the higher level buildings are. For me, that's my middle island. These are all my highest level towers. And a very common mistake that I see is that you have a red mage in the front, but none in the back. The issue with that is that currently, there's just so many different spells. For example, if I don't have a red mage back here, Nightshade will destroy that space easily. And I say that from experience. I was attacking a level, I think it was like 290 something 290 something in war with 2 defenders and 111 million defense power with a Nightshade that had, I think it was like level 23 at the time. It was like 15.9 million attack power. The reason why I could beat it is because he had level 47 towers right here. So all I had to do is kill this red mage really quickly, and his base layout was semi close to this one, where he had all this stuff nearby. He had no red mage in the back, so all I had to do was just use Crumble to Dust on these 5 towers, and there went most of his attack power. And that's it. And that's the reason why I won, because all the rest of them were like level 30 towers, and that just does nothing. So guys, put red mages in the middle of these two, in my opinion, just personally. And you will be safe from, even freeze works better now. Like on all my dragons, you'll notice I have basically I have freeze on every single one of my dragons for that reason, because most people make the mistake. So just PSA, public service announcement, by the way. So yeah, that's red mages. Blue mages. Now you might be saying, I thought you just said don't put mages in the front of your island. There's a reason why I have a blue mage right here, and that is because the reason why I have it here is because if you look right here, look at his radius. It looks pretty big, and it is. But the issue with having it right here, or even in the middle, is if you'll notice, the blue mage actually will not stop certain spells from being used. For example, Thunderstorm. If you hit it right here while you're turning, and you're about to get it, if you click it, this blue mage cannot actually block that Thunderstorm. As well as the Seething Spark, which is on a good amount of Platinum Dragons, and I think actually one of the Emeralds. What you can do, unless there is a blue mage right here, even if the blue mage is in the middle, you can actually activate that stun really quickly before the blue mage even can block it. And that's super, super good, especially when, let's say you have these buildings right here. You can stun it even though there's a blue mage, but you can't. And again, Seething Spark is on warriors. Warriors don't do a lot of damage. They have a lot of health, but not necessarily a lot of damage. So if you have it in the front of your base, it's not necessarily a problem. Now to counteract, and I don't know, oh yeah, I forgot. I record this video so many times. Normally I have my blue mage right here. A way to counteract, because obviously, probably they're going to be trying to take out this blue mage ASAP. All you have to do to prevent them from using any more is just put a blue mage right here. On this island. Obviously, your other towers may be different, maybe not. I know some people who are copying my base exactly. Having a blue mage right here kind of stops them from, for example, if they're Amarok, using their explosive shield. And other types of spells like that, including Thunderstorm. Now that every dragon freaking has Thunderstorm now. At level 1, like, in the world. So, yeah. Blue mages, obviously, I also had someone ask, what's the difference between these two? You'll notice that the red mage doesn't necessarily have, like, quote-unquote, a hit, like, I don't know, attack radius. The blue mage has a longer attack radius, but it doesn't cover it like a spell. So let's say you have a blue covered spell, like, Super Freeze, which is a blue spell. You can use it, technically, on a blue mage, but you can't do that with a red mage. The reason why, because of this. Red mages, when you're attacking, actually has like a bubble over towers, and you can't use any type of red spell, except, of course, Summon Warrior, Invert, stuff that is not, quote-unquote, a projectile. And red mages will block any projectiles. Blue mages, on the other hand, will block use of any blue spell that is not a projectile. It's basically the opposite. And yeah, so that's why I think it's a pretty good fit, having both, sections of the spectrum, taken care of in terms of that. So yeah, that will wrap it up for this first video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you want to see more of these, like, just kind of going over a series, definitely interested in doing that. Definitely check out my next. I think I can probably break this up into 3 different videos. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.